What is going on, Draw It 2 crew? Welcome to Draw It 2. My name is Ramny and this is another episode of How to Draw. Here in this channel, I help you develop your artistic skills by showing you how to draw your favorite characters from TV, movies, video games, comics, or books. So if this is your first time here and you want to see more videos like this one, be sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure to click that notification bell icon so that you guys are notified anytime I upload a brand new tutorial video. Are you ready to draw? Here are the tools that you'll need. You'll need a pencil, an eraser, any type of white paper, and black ink pens for inking afterwards. We all draw at different speeds, so as you're watching this tutorial, remember that you can pause this video at any time so that you can catch up on your drawings. And if you find that this video is still going way too fast, remember that you can always hit that speed button at the bottom right of this video to slow it down. Also keep in mind, one more thing, results will vary, so if your drawings look a little different than mine, that is completely acceptable as well. So having said all of that, let's get right to the tutorial. For this tutorial, I've got my paper in landscape mode. What we're going to do is we're going to be drawing kind of just mid-torso on Batman here. And this is, of course, the tactical armor that he wears in Justice League. So let's get started. I'm going to draw the head over on this side. But first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a circle. And I'm going to make this circle about this big right here. Now, as I always like to say, if you guys can't draw that initial circle, then you guys have to go back to basics and learn how to draw a circle before you attempt to do anything else, because getting these shapes down is really important if you want to learn how to learn art. You want to make sure that you know how to draw those basic shapes. These are the building blocks in which you can draw bigger and better things. So get those down right. Okay, so with this, I'm going to draw a line going down like this, and then I'm going to draw a line going down like this as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have him facing this way. So I'm going to draw the jawline and just sort of start shaping a jaw, and he's going to be looking this way. So it's going to look like this. Now, the middle of his face is going to go right down here. So that's where you want. And you also kind of want to make it so that he's sort of looking down. That's kind of hard to do, but just tilt it a little bit so that he's sort of looking down. But if you don't have that, that's completely fine as well. It won't ruin the picture or anything. There you go. So I'm just getting that shape right. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to kind of make a corner over here, because that's what it'll look like eventually anyway. So I'm just going to leave that as a corner. There you go. Make this neck a little bit thicker. I just made that too thin, but we'll need that line anyway, so leave that. Okay, so here's the chin line. If you go across this way, you want to go just a bit above the chin line here, and you want to start the shoulder, but that much. Okay, and then here from the chin going down that much as well. Okay, let's draw the neck. Here's the neckline, and then right here you kind of want to go this way as well. So you should find a point about this far down from the chin. You don't want to go too low, you don't want to go too short. Okay, just beneath that, that's where we're going to draw the cowl, and then the cape, and then the shoulders. Okay, so here's the line for essentially the cowl, and the cowl goes this way. Well, the cape does. Okay, and then from here goes down like this. So here's the cowl. Well, that's kind of what the cape is. Let me zoom in. So that's the cape right there. Let's do the same thing on this side. I'm going to start right here. So from this line, make my way up to this part of the shoulder. And then same thing over here. It's sort of, you notice that it sort of goes up. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to create a circle right here. That's where the shoulder is going to go. Draw a line from the chin going down, and then going down some more. That's going to be the center of the chest. Excuse me, I've got a little bit of a cold today, by the way. It's just not getting any better. Okay, now let's draw the chest plate. Two lines going like this. They're not straight, they kind of meet. If I take another pencil,
they kind of do this. So they're not straight on like this, they're at an angle meeting each other. Side of the chest there. I'm gonna draw another line here and another line over here. Gotta separate those chest plates. They're not one piece. Okay, from here. This should be smaller than this piece because this piece is it's at an angle, so you don't see as much of it as you do here. It's foreshortened is the term. And I'm gonna leave my drawing about that big. Okay, once you have that, draw a half circle over here, and you should be good to go. I'm gonna make this shoulder a little bit bigger. Okay, and the arm kind of going down, and then the cape kind of goes over, and it goes out like this. Okay, so that's the basic shape that we need for our Batman. Now let's go ahead and get started. We've finished our construction lines. Let's start with the cape. Sorry, not the cape, the cowl. Let's start with the cowl. Okay, so I erased the bottom of that circle, as you guys saw earlier. And what I'm going to do now is I want to make sure that I get that the shape of the cowl as best as I can. So I'm going to start over here. Cowl kind of goes back like this, a little bump for the back of the head, and it goes at an angle, going straight up, just like that. And then from here, he's got the short bat ears. Actually, his ears taper off like this. They don't come to a point, a single point. It actually comes to 2 points, like that. Okay, so it goes down. I'm gonna leave that. He's got a little thing at the top here, and little design, and then let's draw the side of the face. So before we do that, what we're going to do now, before we continue this line, I want to figure out where I want the cowl, or the opening for the mouth. We got to figure that out first. So I want it kind of here, and right around there. Okay, so now let's figure out where the eyes are. The eyes are about here, and the nose is about here. Okay, so this is the tactical suit, so we don't really get to see the eyes. But what we're going to do is we're going to close this shape off down here. And then we're going to draw the nose from the eye line, going out like this. And then I'm going to draw a straight line going this way. And from here, straight line. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to try to create a triangle. Well, it's not really a triangle, but the bottom of the nose there kind of looks like a triangle if you were to look up at it. But I'm trying to create just a covering for the nostrils. So it creates this shape here, okay? And then from here, I'm not going to draw the entire line going down to the tip of the nose, just the top and the bottom. And then right here, the nostril goes like this. So this would be dark. All right, so now we gotta imagine that he's got eyes over here and here. What we're going to do now is we're going to draw the goggles that go above, that go over his eyes. And they're, well, let's first start with these two lines here, okay? And then they kind of go up, about this far up. So from these 2 points, what you wanna do is you wanna go up to that line here and right around here. So imagine this going down and kind of going this way. Now it sort of divides the side of the head with the front of the head, which is the face. You want to find this point right here where this curve meets this line. And that's where you want the goggles to go. I'm drawing the lines thicker. Okay, 1, 2, going down. Over here, you don't really see that. There you go. From here, it goes down like this. Straight down like this. Okay, angle. This one's not so much an angle as it is more straight. Looks like that. And then now close it off. There and there. I'm gonna erase that initial, the eyes. I'm gonna erase. Excuse me, that was my phone. All right. There you go. cheek. Let's give, I'm going to push this, I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to make the brow a little bit more prominent. Goes like that. So I'm going to stick that out a little bit further. Now the trick with these lines here is you want to keep them as straight as you can. You don't want to bend them or anything. Okay, and then the last thing right here is just a little bridge, like that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then shade in that part. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to make it straight instead. And then shade in this side and shade in that side. There you go. So those are Batman's goggles. Now his goggles, actually before we draw this clip, this part of his goggles, so let's kind of start completing our bat cowl. 2 lines going up over here. Line over here for the cheek, and right here from here go this way, part of the goggles, or part of the eye socket, I guess. Okay, and then round this off. I'm going to bring it a little bit higher, not by much. There you go. Okay, so we've got that. Now we got to just draw the other ear, and the other ear goes up. So make sure that these two are the same angle going this way. And you also want to make sure that they're kind of aligned with each other. Okay, these two should be the same angle, and then these 2 lines should be the same angle going down. There you go. All right, now let's go over here to the side. We could go a little bit further out. So here's the opening. It goes a little bit further, and then it goes up about the same angle as this line, up to there, and then it goes to the back of the head like this. Okay, there you go. Now let's draw Ben Affleck in there, and of course, like I always say, if it looks nothing like the actor, that's fine, because we're not doing a likeness of Ben Affleck, we're doing the character of Batman, let's say. So we're focusing more on the Batman character than Ben Affleck, the actor. Okay, so from the center of the nose, I'm going to draw 2 lines like this, and then that curve, that's going to be the top of the lip. Frown. And here, a shorter line, shorter curved line, like that. Okay. This is part of Ben's face. He's got these pronounced, kind of a lower half of the face here. So let's see if I can work that in. Okay. Straight line, bit of a frown here on this side. And then a straight line for the lower lip. Don't close it in. There you go. And then his chin. Make that more prominent. A little bit of a one line right here to give it a more prominence. There you go. I'm going to double up on this. You want to make sure that it looks thick. You want to give the cowl some thickness around the face. All right, I'm going to fix the bottom. There you go. Okay, more the chin here. And just some lines around the face. I don't mean for there to be this many lines, so I'm going to erase a few of them later on. Just trying to figure out where these lines go. Once you figure that out, you're good. And I'm going to leave it at that. You guys don't even need to add any more lines, really. You just have to really got to figure out where the chin is and the lips. And these lines right here, I'm just going to maybe draw that in a little bit later with lighter ink. Okay, so there's that. Now let's focus on the how the goggles attach to the bat cowl. So I'm going to draw a line from here to here, faintly do that, and then from here, an angle going this way. Okay, and then another point right here, smaller line, connect these two so it looks like a quadrilateral roll, I guess. That's the shape that it makes. Okay, right here now, it's a strap. Create another shape here. Now, draw several lines going this way on that piece. Double the top to give it some thickness. There you go. And then right here, lines going this way. There's a bump here and a bump here. Okay, now let's do the jaw. So we got the initial jaw that we did earlier. There you go. What you want to do is you want to bring this up this way, and then another line over here. And then this goes in like that. Okay, and then one tiny line diagonally, and then up. Draw several horizontal, slightly angled lines, like that. And then from here, you want to bring this, sorry, let me erase that. Let's go over here first. And I actually want to bring this down to this line right here, that V shape that we did earlier. You want to bring this line down, going that way. Okay, and then with this line, this goes down along here. And then right around the, kind of right around here, you want to go in like this. Okay, and then we'll worry about that later on. Let's do that for now. Here's the center line. What you want to do with the center line is you want to draw two lines going on opposite sides of it, and then end it right here. And he's got this pattern that curves like this along that line. Okay, so here's that other shape that we did earlier, other line, and then line going alongside it, closes in, and then goes down, much like this one did. There you go. So that's the neck part. Draw a line over here, and you're good. Alrighty guys, so now let's go over here and let's start shaping this, the shoulder part here and here. So I sort of created it so that it looks like muscle, but do that, and then I'm going to draw a line going this way, and then sort of up the neck here, this way, and then it goes up the neck like this. Okay, and then you do the same thing on this side. Here's that line, and then from here, a curve going down and goes out this way, and you do that twice. And then same thing on this side. There you go. And then now let's work on this little center area here. Where this line is, I'm going to create this curve, and then it goes across, and then this goes down here. And they curve and meet, just like that. And then just continue the line, and that's going to be the cape. There. Now, all of these are different textures, and it's up to you if you want to create those textures. Okay, so now we've got that. We got to create, let's extend that line, two lines going down like this. And then now what you want to do is you want to find the center of the chest. So here's the center of the chest as we drew earlier. And you want to draw this shape that kind of looks like underwear, to be honest. That's what it looks like to me. Don't go, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have gone over the chest. Don't go over the chest here, just above the chest, like that. Okay, and that's a gold plating. That, yeah, that's just over Batman's cowl here, or Batman's uniform. Okay, so we've got that. Now what we need to make this look like, actually, is we need to make it look like the cape is coming from underneath the cowl. So imagine this is the cowl, and imagine the cape kind of sort of coming from underneath it and then going out with a fold there, and then a fold like this. So imagine this whole thing coming out like that. Okay, and then on the other side, imagine it coming from underneath. From underneath here, create that first fold, kind of what we did on this side here. Got this fold here. We'll do the same thing on this side. And for many of you, if you guys are right-handed like I am, you might want to tilt your paper so it'll be easier for your wrist to make that curve movement. Okay, and then over here, sort of off camera there, sorry about that. That's that. There you go. Okay, and then right here we're just going to draw the cape sort of billowing and with folds right here. Okay, so there's that. We're pretty much done with the face, with the head, but let me just go back for a slight, because I actually forgot to draw. He's got this ridge that kind of goes like that. One over here, and one on the other side. You don't really see much of it, so I'm not going to bother drawing it, but it's also on the other side. And then he's also got this little thing that goes over the head. It comes from the back and then comes forward. And it just looks like that. It's like a little patch that goes over his head there. And when you zoom out, that's what it should look like. Very cool. I actually very much like this design. It's not over-the-top design like the old Batman movies with George Clooney, but it's very tactical, you know, and that's what I like about this Batfleck costume, is it's very tactical in nature. All right, now let's go over here. Let's fix this chest, starting with this side. So just create these angular lines. There you go. So you've got this shape. Okay, and it kind of goes underneath that thing that I called underwear earlier. Yeah, it kind of goes underneath that. And then now let's do it the same thing over here. I'm going to draw two lines to give it a depth. Okay, and then you want to make sure that these two are somewhat similar in, well, that it makes sense. This curve here makes sense. That these two should be about the same, and then it goes down. Okay, now the bat symbol is actually two separate parts. And let's start off with the head first. The head and the ears kind of go like that. Okay, so imagine this would be like the shady part. And I actually forgot, let's draw another line going over here. That's the side of the bat symbol. And over here, just very thinly, side of the bat. There you go. Now what you want to do is you want to create a line that's parallel to the top of the chest here and here. Like that. And now at the tip of the right here, you want it to go up. Actually, a little bit closer this way. You want that to go up here and this up here, so they're sort of pointing at the corner. And then this goes down like this, and this one goes down like this. So you notice that it doesn't go the same angle as the chest. It goes down and it sort of spreads apart like this. And you do the same thing on the other side. But of course, the way that it's angled, this right here, this space in between the chest line and the side of the bat symbol should be a little more closer to each other over here than it is over here. And so now just work that bat symbol until you get an angle that you think is right. Okay. Now there's a line that goes this way with a bat symbol that's actually, yeah, let me fix that. It breaks the bat symbol a little bit here and over here, right around here, goes this way. There you go. And that's pretty much all that you see of the bat symbol. You don't really see the bottom part of it. We're going to leave it like this. We're going to leave the chest like that. And now the chest has a strap that goes from here and it goes into the shoulder like this on that side as well as this side. So from here it goes in to the shoulder like that. Okay. As it reaches this part, it's got this buckle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a triangle or a rectangle like this, a line over here, and imagine that buckle. Part of that buckle is underneath the strap, and part of it is on top. So it looks like this thing that goes around. And over here you do the same thing, but it's very thin. So it just looks like a letter C, I guess, a squared letter C. Okay, and then with this, I'm going to double up on that line, double up this line here and this line. And then I'm going to draw angled lines like that on that side. And actually same thing over here, same angle. There you go. Sorry, that was off a little bit. There you go. All right, now let's draw the shoulder pad on this side, starting with this line right here. This goes down like this, and this goes in like that. Now on this side, coming out of the cape here, a bit of a curve up to here. And what you want to do is you want to draw an L shape, or number 7, I guess. But it just looks like this, and then down like that. And a rivet over here. Forgot to draw the rivets. It's also got a rivet over here on this chest, here and here. All right, now from that rivet, draw a line. Just erasing the inside. From this rivet here, draw a line going this way, and it curves up like this around, so it's starting to curve. And this isn't as sharp and pointy as the outside part, but once you reach this, it goes a little more straight like this. Okay. Over here, I'm going to draw a trapezoid. Just like that. And then over here, where we left off over here, this little blank area, you want to draw a line going parallel to this, goes like that. And then from here, you want to meet that line again, like this. Okay, and then a rivet there. And then the arm kind of goes down like that. Okay, and then the arm over here goes down as well. And then right here is just his under armor, I guess you could call it. That's what it is, under armor. And right here as well, his arm is just under armor as well. So that's what that looks like. Now on this other side, we do the same thing. Now what you want to do is you want to create from here to here. You want to leave about this much of a gap. This is going to be shaded in and then it goes down. Okay. Now I'm going to erase this a little bit. So all we're left with is that line. Now what you want to do is you want to create one line, slightly curved, line going down, and then line going this way. Okay, we do the same thing, we do it twice. But over here is where we want to leave that similar rectangle as we did here. Trapezoid, you'd call it. Looks like that. And now this way, There you go. And you just make that curve, and then a bit of the arm going down like that. So if you guys did that correctly, that's what it should look like. Now all we're left with that we need to do, here's the chest. All we really need to do is create these like fighting marks, nicks and scratches all along the bat suit here. Like he's had it for many years, he's used it for many years, and it's showing signs of fighting at knife point. Just in the chest area. I'm going to leave the face actually the way it is. And there you go, you guys. So once you have that, we are finished. And that, you guys, is how you draw Batman from Justice League. This is, of course, the tactical armor suit that he uses to fight Steppenwolf in the latter part of the film. Now, if you guys have seen the film, make sure to let me know what you thought of it in the comments, but make sure to leave out the spoilers for now, because there are still some people who have not seen it. And that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and we've got one more tutorial to do. And until then, I'll see you guys next time.
And that is all the time that we have for this tutorial video. Thank you for watching all the way to the very end. If you are proud of your drawings, I would love to see them. So there's 3 different ways that you can send your drawings my way. Number 1, you can post it in the Google Plus community for me to see and for everybody else in the community to see. You can also post it on Instagram and tag me, or you can email it to me at draw2@gmail.com. I look forward to seeing all of your artwork. Now, if you are curious about the equipment that I use to make my videos or to do my tutorials, I have a kit.com link down in the description below. Make sure to check it out and find out what I use to run this YouTube channel. Now, what you see right here is me inking this artwork. If you want to see a longer version of this inking process, make sure to head on over to patreon.com/drawit2 to become one of my patrons. This is one of the perks that you get. And if you guys do want to support this channel even more, yeah, make sure to head on over to patreon.com. There's different rewards that you will receive if you do decide to support me through Patreon. If you're curious about other ways to support this channel and to keep it sustainable, I have merchandise that you can purchase, such as t-shirts, mugs, and mouse pads. And you can also buy some of my art prints in my art store, my online art store at draw2.storeenvy.com. Be sure to check out my art store often, because I regularly post brand new stuff that is available for you guys to purchase. If you guys did enjoy this tutorial, it would help me a great deal if you guys liked this video, commented below, or shared this with your friends in your social media. And speaking of social media, don't forget you guys can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Google+, and on my website, draw2.com, where you can download a whole bunch of coloring pages from the tutorials that are found in this channel. Finally, before I go, I want to say thank you to these lovely people who have decided to become my patrons. And yes, thank you so much to all of you, and thank you for watching. And as always, stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw too. I'll see you guys in my next video.